Welcome to this video dedicated to ABB Building Analyzer. In this video, we will look at configuration using Building Edge. Once you have logged in, click Cloud Organizations List. Select an existing organization from the list or create a new organization. Enter the organization name and address and save. Connect locally to the Edge from your PC. The default IP address is 192.168.1.254. First, define your language and time zone, then click Next. Now define a password for the admin account on the Edge. Then click Launch Initialization. Read the end user license agreement and privacy policy and check the boxes to accept them. Finally, click Accept. As this is your first time logging into the Edge, you must continue initializing the Edge by clicking Launch Initialization. Now initialize your account. Enter the organization name. Then enter the system administrator's first and last names, initials, and contact information. Click Save. Here is the Edge Editor homepage. Let's now perform some general configuration of the Building Edge device. Click Edge Configuration. In Network, you can set your IP settings for your device. In Connectivity, you can adjust proxy settings. Once commissioning is complete, this is also where you can check whether the device is synchronized with the cloud. In Date and Time, you can set the current date and time and define the time zone. You can also indicate whether the date and time are manually set here or acquired via an external server. In Security, you can activate the Secure Shell protocol for cloud access and define the relevant settings. Once the device is connected to the cloud, you can check in Update whether a new firmware version is available. In Reboot, Factory Reset, Decommissioning, you can either reboot the device, execute a factory reset, or decommission the device to prepare it for sale. In Backup Restore, you can create backups of the configuration, either locally or onto the cloud. Likewise, you can restore a backup saved locally or on the cloud. In About, you can view various information about the Building Edge device, hardware, and user interface. In Logs, you can download the logs if you need to consult them, for debugging purposes, for example. Let's now enter Site Characteristics. Under Site in the top menu, click Site Definition. Under Overview, you can enter basic information such as the site's name, address, and GPS coordinates. Be sure the GPS coordinates are accurate, as they will be used to retrieve local weather data. You can also enter additional information such as site type, main usage, gross surface area, and occupancy. Then click the Structure tab. Click Add to Structure. Here you can add all the main structural elements of the building. Select the element type and give it a name. Define other details such as usage, occupancy, and surface areas. Then click Save. Repeat the process for as many floors as there are in the building. To duplicate an element, click the plus sign next to it and edit its details accordingly. Now let's look at User Administration. Under Site, click User Administration. It is important to create at least one system administrator that is dedicated to setting up the whole system and configuring its foundational aspects. Click System Admin. To add a system administrator, click Add Account. Enter the system administrator's name, initials, and phone number. Give them a username and password. Check the box for cloud access and enter an email address. Finally, click Create. An email invitation has been sent to the user. You can also click the pencil icon next to an existing admin account to edit its details. Now we are ready to connect with the cloud. Click Add Organization. Click the switch Connect with Cloud Organization. Enter the organization name. Select the role Property Manager and select the site to which to grant access. For available perspectives on floor plans, select Static. Finally, click Save. This will generate a commissioning secret that will be used to link this edge with the cloud organization we created earlier. Copy the commissioning secret. Now log on to the ABB Ability Building Solutions portal. Click Cloud Organizations list and select the organization. Now click Building Editor. Now click Import Building Edge and enter the commissioning secret. Now Building Edge has successfully been imported. Now that the edge is linked to your cloud organization, you can now access the edge remotely and configure as required. Click Configure in the Site list. Once you have performed general configuration, you are now ready to configure your Modbus networks. This starts with importing a configuration file into the edge. Here's an example configuration file. Each data point must have the same format: folder, device name, and IP address, port, slave address, protocol, point type, point name, and register address, format, and unit. Once you have finished configuration in the file, go back to the Edge editor, click Field Networks, and then Add Field Network. Select the Modbus protocol for the new network. Name the network and define the IP port used for Modbus communications, then click Create. Then click Devices. Here you can import the relevant configuration file. Select the elements you wish to import. The devices configured in the file now appear here. Click the pencil icon of a device to view its different data points and edit their names. Let's now see whether we have communication from the devices. Click Debug, then click Monitoring. Now click Networks to see your Modbus devices. Browse through the network structure to show the points associated with each device. Click the plus sign of any data point to add it to the table and see if the point values are visible. This lets us confirm that Building Edge is communicating with the meter and that credible values are being provided. Under Debug, you can additionally consult bus diagnostics. Here is also where you can check whether the communication flow between the Edge and the Modbus devices is shown in the table below. If need be, click this switch to activate statistics. Once you've confirmed communication, you can now define the metering structure. Under Site, click Metering Structure. Here you can see the different types of meters: electricity, gas, water, and so on. For electricity, we define the electrical distribution of the building, from the switch gears and its sections and meters, down to the distribution panels. For the main switch gear, select its location. Under Actions, click the pencil icon of an element to view or edit its details. Here, enter the meter name for the incoming circuit and select the asset. Below, you can add and edit subsidiary circuits and also select the section of the switchgear. Here, enter the circuit name, add a meter to the circuit, and give it a name. Select the meter asset. When you are done, click Save. You can add a new switchgear by clicking here, for example, And you can also click the plus sign of any element to add a sub-element under it. Click the plus sign of the electrical switchgear to add a distribution panel. Select the incoming circuit. Now select its location. Click the pencil icon to edit its details as we have seen before. Continue to define the entire metering structure. Once you've defined the metering structure, you now need to map the data points defined in the configuration file to the meters in the metering structure. Click Mapping. Click each element to reveal its submeters. Unmapped meters are shown with a question mark. Click the meter you wish to map. Then click Edit next to Point Mapping to associate a data point. Click Feedbacks. This reveals the list of potential data points associated with this device. To view the points defined in the configuration file, click Browse Networks. The system displays the various networks by protocol. Click the network to reveal its physical devices, and click the device to reveal its physical points. When you have found the network point you wish to map, drag and drop it to assign it to the corresponding asset point. This window enables you to check the compatibility between the points and convert units if needed. Then click Save. Repeat this process for the remaining points to map. You need not map all the points, just the ones you require. Some points may be left unmapped. To indicate the system mapping is finished, even if not fully complete, click the switch next to Mapping Finished. Edge configuration can now continue on the ABB Ability Building Solutions portal. Under Building Editor, click Building Analyzer. You will now see the points configured in the metering structure in the site tree on the left. Here you can drag and drop them to the Energy Management tree on the right, which corresponds to what will be displayed in Building Analyzer. Consult the video on completing integration to find out how to do this.